Hello everyone, it's Naoki here. Today, I want to show you how to make Gold Coast's iconic architecture Q1 building in Adobe Illustrator. Let's get started. Q1 building is located in Surfers Paradise in Gold Coast, and it is one of the highest buildings in the area. Let's make this landmark of the Gold Coast with a few shape tools. Okay, so let's open the Illustrator file I prepared. Now, as you can see, I initially made the Q1 building image for the sample. But let's make a fresh image from scratch in new layer. The first thing I want to do is make that base shape of the building right here. Okay, so let's open the swatch window. Then I already made the color palette of this Q1 building. So let's select. Then go to the shape tool and create a shape. Okay, then go to the direct selection tool and grab this anchor point and hold shift and bring it down. Perfect. Then I want to duplicate this shape on the top. Is a copy, which is a Command C, and paste into the same place, which is Command F. Now I have two objects in here. Then I want to change the color. Then go to the direct selection tool and grab this anchor point. Then hold shift and bring it down to the flat. Perfect. Okay, so next thing I want to do is create a top area of this building. Okay, so I go closer look. So what I want to do is go to the rectangle tool and create some rectangle over here. But this time I don't need to see the color inside, so I go on the top and take out the color, then apply the color on the stroke and increase the thickness to 5, then adjust a little bit. Okay, the next thing I want to do is create this round area. Okay, how we do it is go to the direct selection tool and grab this anchor point and hold shift and bring it down to here. Okay, it's getting closer, but all we need is a round shape between this anchor point and this anchor point. Okay, so to do it is go to the pen tool, okay, and hold option and drag up like this. Okay, perfect. Next thing I want to do is create this bar here. Go to the pen tool. Great. Then duplicate with hold shift and option and drag on the side. Okay. And before you deselect that shape, hit Command D to duplicate more. Perfect. So maybe you need to adjust the height of this line with direct selection tool and grab this anchor point, hold shift and bring it down. Okay, so next thing I want to do is create this antenna of the building. Okay, then create that rectangle over here. Okay, let's go closer look. Okay, all we need is that sharp top, this thing, instead of that square top. So how we do it is select the shape with this direct selection tool to confirm the location of the anchor point here. Okay, next thing is go to the pen tool. And if you go to the pen tool and come closer to the line between this anchor point, see that icon besides that pen icon will change. That. Can you see that? Once the icon changes to the plus, click. Meaning is you add the extra anchor point between them. Okay, once you have this extra anchor point, get back to direct selection tool and grab this anchor point and hold shift, bring this up. Okay, so we got antenna. So now we have the base shape of the building and the top area of the building. So next thing I want to do is create those two line of the building. This is not big deal, so create the rectangle tool and hold shift and option and duplicate. Okay, just leave it to here. So before I adjust the second line here, I want to create the side parts of this building right here. Let's have a look at inside of this. This part consists of two different shapes over here. Okay, let's have a closer look here. This one area, one shape, and another shape. So let's create the side area of the building. So first place you go is the rectangle tool and create the rectangle. Okay, once you got this shape, go to the direct selection tool and grab this anchor point over here and hold shift and bring it down. Then same as the top of the building, go to the pen tool and hold option and make some round area. Okay, then let's duplicate this shape. Is Command C to copy and paste into the exact same place, which is Command F. Then slide down and bring it down a little bit around here. Then get that bottom two anchor point with the direct selection tool and hold shift and bring it up. Then that building line we made before here and slide over here. Perfect. Now we have a base shape of the building. Then create another layer on the top. Maybe just change the color of the layer. Set window. So let's make a window in this layer. Okay. So let's go to the rectangle tools and create the window. Then grab this window and hold shift and option and drag to the side. Once you do that, before you deselect, hit Command D and keep duplicating until the end of that building. Once you have the one line, select everything and group them with Command G. Then select this line and duplicate down with holding shift and option and drag down. And the same as before you deselect, hit Command D and keep duplicating until the building's end. Once you have all window, select everything and make as a group with Command G. Okay, so let's have a look at the window layer. Now we have one group of the window. Then now I want to duplicate this group of the window with Command C and Command F. Okay, so now we have two groups of the window. Let's hide the bottom one. All I want to do next is cut these windows into this second part of the building shape with clipping mask. Okay, I'll show you how to do it. So let's get back to the base shape and select those two building shape and copy and lock this layer again and come back to the window layer. Make sure you stay in the window layer and paste into the same place, which is Command F. Okay, so once you paste it, I want to make those two objects into the one shape with Pathfinder. So if you don't have a Pathfinder, it's in the top window in Pathfinder here. So once you got Pathfinder window, go to the left top icon called Unite. If you click Unite, as you can see, those two objects into the one shape. Then just make sure you have the shape on the top and that another object you want to crop on the bottom. And with holding Shift and select the window, now I selected the shape on the top and group of the window on the bottom. Then apply the clipping mask with Command 7. Now window is cropped into the shape of the building. Let's get the bottom window back here. The reason I duplicate this window group is I want to keep this area, but we need to get rid of that other area. So first thing, I change the color to easy to recognize which window I need and which window I don't need. Okay, so I need this area, but I don't need all these area. But these windows are all grouped, so I need to ungroup them. With right click, go to the ungroup. But lines are still grouped, so we need to ungroup them as well. So all we have to do is select them again and right click and ungroup. Then we're gonna delete the window shape we don't need. So select and delete. And this select the area you want to keep and change the color into dark blue. Perfect. Next thing is we're gonna make the bottom area right here. Let's make another layer on the top. If you take a look at the bottom area, it looks like a group of the rectangle shape, meaning it's not that hard to create. Let's get closer look over there and go to the shape tool and get rectangle tool and grab the top area and change the color to this one. Okay, and create another rectangle underneath. Select the top area again and duplicate with the Command C and paste onto the exact same place, which is the Command F. And change the color into the dark blue and bring up a little bit. Okay, next thing is create these bottom rectangle four shapes with the dark blue rectangle tool, the one, and duplicate with holding Shift option and slide to side. And before you deselect, Command D, Command D. Now we have four shapes. Now I want to do is align all shapes into the center. The first thing we need to do is group those four shapes into one group with the Command G. And next, select all object I made for the bottom area and go on the top and horizontal align and click it. If you don't see the align option on the top, get align window, which is this one. Okay, so if you don't see the align window, go on the window and align. And once you got align window, if you go here and horizontal align, that's the same thing. Okay, so once you got the bottom area and everything is set in the center, make it group with the Command G. Okay, so now bottom area is one group. Okay, so let's get back to the 100% looking. Now unlock all other two layers and select all top area of the building and make it group into one. Now I have one group for the top area of the building and one group for the bottom area of the building. Last thing I need to do is select those two groups and set in center with here. Then now you have a vector image of the Q1 building. So this is how to make the vector image of the Q1 building in Adobe Illustrator. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.